Hello, I'm Nigel Brown and I'm going to show you a cracking little recipe using some traditionally smoked salmon. It's a really simple recipe, you can all try it at home, and it's a smoked salmon and asparagus terrine. So we're going to get started. First thing we need to do is preparation. We've got here a lovely little dish. You can use a long terrine dish or whichever kind of dish you've got at home which will be suitable for this kind of recipe as long as it goes in the oven. We're going to take the dish, we're going to line that with some cling film first of all, so just take a nice slice of cling film and then just over the dish like this. This just makes it easier to take it all out when it's being cooked because we need to chill it down once it's cooked in the fridge and leave it for a couple of hours before we actually serve. So just straight down into the dish there like this, and there's our dish prepared ready. Once that's done, we can then move further a bit forward. We're going to deal with our leeks. So the leeks have been prepared here, as you see. I've washed them, trimmed them, and they're ready now for going into boiling salted water for 2 or 3 minutes, and we're going to treat it just like spaghetti. So in go the leeks, in goes the salt, and all we have to do now is wait for the leeks to submerge into the pan, and then it's going to come out into a refreshed bowl of cold water. Right, so there's our leeks, nicely blanched. We take one of the slices, rub it together like this, and you'll see it starts to separate. Once it starts to separate, peel away the one which starts to taper away. Down into the dish we go. Push it right down to the bottom as far as you can. A little bit of an overhang we need for later on. And we just keep doing the same until we've got it all encased. But we now need to concentrate on making the filling for our salmon terrine. Now that's going to be made with this really very thinly sliced traditional smoked salmon. As you can see there, it's really nice and thin. You can almost read a newspaper through it. That's how you want it, because again, that's the kind of quality we're looking for today. So we take the smoked salmon and just line it into the dish. The next thing to do is make our fresh salmon mousse with the fresh salmon we've got here today. So we've got a piece here which is nicely skinned and deboned, as you can see. Real nice quality piece of fresh salmon now this time. All we're going to do this one is we're going to just trim it down a little bit. So it's going to go around our food processor nice and evenly. Dot it around so it's all going to blend down nice and quickly. We're going to take some egg white. We're also going to take some double cream, some salt and pepper. And we also need some zest of fresh lemon as well. So we're going to take a lemon from here and just gently grate. There we go. All we have to do now is lid on. There we go. And under here we should find a beautiful fresh salmon mousse flavoured with lemon, salt and pepper. Just take a spoon, some of the lovely fresh salmon mousse now. Remember, this is the fresh salmon mousse, not the smoked salmon, so it's a combination of both. So the salmon mousse goes down the bottom and just level a little bit out into the dish there. And then the next ingredient we're going to put in there, just to make it a little bit more elaborate than just the smoked salmon, is some asparagus. Now your asparagus, you always want to find, if you can, the thinnest spears. The thinner the better. Remember, less is more, so that's the rule for your asparagus. As far as your asparagus goes, we want to just take the actual asparagus tips. So all we need to do is just snap it. Obviously line it up with the size of your dish so it's not going to be too long. So the asparagus tip just sits nicely into our terrine dish, and we're going to do a nice line of asparagus tips all the way to the other side. So there's our asparagus in. The next thing to do is take some more of our fresh salmon mousse, and we're going to now just top the terrine off with the salmon mousse that's here, level it over, fold over the smoked salmon and the leeks, and then from there it'll be ready to go into the oven in a pan. So that's all the nice fresh ingredients in, so all we have to do now is put the foil on the top to protect it during the cooking process, and that's all ready for the oven, 180 degrees, until just nicely cooked. Here we go, so our traditional smoked salmon terrine has just been chilled down in the fridge for a couple of hours, nice and cold now, and as you can see, really nice and firm. So it's cooked but firm, that's what we're looking for with this recipe. We're going to tilt it out of the dish, and out it pops, he says. There we go, and just slice it through nice and carefully. Go nice and slowly. You want a straight edge knife rather than a serrated knife. So we're going to take our quarter of the terrine onto the plate there like this. Now we need to dress our plate with our leaves and dressings and so on. A little bit of mayonnaise, and we're going to literally just a nice spoonful into our dish like this, or two maybe. And then we're going to squeeze some fresh lemon juice into there with no seeds, so just watch out for them falling through. Nice spoonful of the lemon mayonnaise. Here we've got some mixed leaves. Lots of flavours, lots of colours, which is what we're looking for today. Lots of flavours, lots of colours. So onto here we go. Now again, less is more, remember. You don't want a mountain of leaves on your plate, you just want one or two. We can now see we've got a beautiful traditional smoked salmon and asparagus terrine, perfect for any dinner party.